I'm really pleased to be able to share with you some of the research presented at the 12th Triennial African Potato Association Conference, recently published in Crop Science, and we had over 60 papers submitted for consideration and 30 were published. The first scientist to present is Ms. Olivia Kacheyo, a fourth-year PhD candidate at the Center for Crop System Analysis at Wageningen University in the Netherlands.
My presentation, or the paper that we published in the special issue, was titled Agronomic Consequences of Field Transplanting Hybrid Potato Seedlings. So it was a review article based on past research that has been done on TPS-based systems, but also the current experiences that we have had, or we have, that we have been trying to figure out how we can make a cropping system from true potato seeds. So in general, our paper tried to look across the whole cultivation system to see which factors will influence crop growth and development. And like I said, it was a review paper, but in my thesis, I have tried to now answer most of the questions. So I looked at factors influencing seedling growth and development, factors that influence or mitigate transplanting shock, and also crop management factors that will help to increase productivity in a transplant system. So you can look at these papers, they are available online. So if you have time to look at this, it will be a very nice information that will help to understand more about transplant systems. But in conclusion, we say that if we want the agronomy or farmers in sub-Saharan Africa to adopt this, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, because now most of the experiments or trials are being done maybe in the Netherlands, because the breeding companies that have true potato seeds are here. But if we want it to work in other countries, then we have to make sure this is available there. So we have to do all the experiments locally to make recommendations that are also local.
Next to speak will be Dr. Reuben Ssali of Uganda. Dr. Ssali is a plant breeder with the International Potato Center, who is responsible for coordinating the sweet potato breeding network for East and Central Africa.
My presentation is on the selection of parents in a population hybriding scheme for sweet potato in Uganda. This was work done by the International Potato Center, and it was also presented in the 12th edition of the Africa Potato Association Conference. Next. In summary, we note that determining the gene combining ability appears to be extremely important for the selection of sweet potato parents. It's a good proxy for breeding value for a parent. But then also, in order for us to combine traits, because it is not always direct for all traits, in order for us to combine traits, we also modify the Pesheck-Baker index, which enables us to be able to select at least 5 traits together alongside each other based on the standard deviation, but then also how traits are correlated with each other. And this gives us parents that are having a balance of the traits that we are interested in. And this helps us get elite crosses. Now, once we determine that this cross is good, we can make tens of thousands of these seeds and are able to share them across our breeding network. And we have found an economic way of making these crosses, which we call the isolated biparental crossing blocks. You just plant 2 parents together in isolation, and you are able to get a lot of seed out of that.
And last but not least, we'll hear from the other side of the continent, West Africa. Dr. Issah Sugri is a principal scientist and currently serving as Deputy Director of the Savanna Agricultural Research Institute based in northern Ghana.
I'm Issah Sugri. I work for the CSIR Savanna Agricultural Research Institute in Ghana. I'm presenting on what is new in sweet potato business and innovations in Ghana. I'm specifically looking at production innovations to enhance sweet potato as a food security crop. So currently, sweet potato is the 4th most important root crop in Ghana. The crop is doing well because it can withstand harsh field conditions, including poor soils and other marginal lands. And for that matter, it fits into niche such as the ecologies in northern Ghana, where both the soils and environmental conditions are very harsh. The crop is expanding faster than most other crops because there is massive awareness of the superior health benefits of consuming sweet potato. So sweet potato is expanding very fast across regions in Ghana. Let me conclude by saying that this study demonstrates very strong positive effects on the productivity and income and diet quality in northern Ghana if these technologies are employed. The crop occupies a very important niche in northern Ghana because of the high malnutrition and stunting rate among children. Interventions that can increase sweet potato production and access of the root at household level would be very significant. 4 varieties were very important: SARI, Genlo, Tiami, Soilo, and Nyorbergo, and they showed significant potential for upscaling in Ghana and neighboring West African countries. If there is funding, we will expand the availability of these materials to other West African countries. But lastly, addressing the 2 twin challenges, seed systems and the cropping systems, alongside appropriate post-harvest technologies, are very critical to developing a very resilient sweet potato production and food systems in Ghana and West Africa. Thank you.
Thanks to all, and have a good morning or afternoon, depending on where you're calling in from.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.